Do you read for pain or do you read for pleasure? So recently I came across this article. The Guardian has written it that most Indians do not read for pleasure. And apparently we have 100 literature festivals or 100 lit fests. I have personally gone to the Kolkata Book Fair one. It has its own lit fest. It's going to be the 50th one next year. And all I've seen is a lot of footfall. Yes. According to the people in the book fair, it was approximately 3.2 million visitors. And apparently they have turned over rupees 26.4 crores in book sales alone. But there was also another thing I noticed. Most people were busy eating, not reading. Why is that? So that's what the article also talks about. They say that there's a person who tried to print out more than 3,000 copies of his autobiography, but they were like, it's not gonna sell. Even though you are very famous, I fill my stadiums with 50 to 60,000 people coming to see me play, and you think that's all my book is going to sell? Well, the book publisher, they knew better. We don't have a book reading tradition. Well, if you go to Amazon, what's the best selling book? You might ask. It's these bestseller. The number one is CBSE Class 10 for 2026. Next one is Math, Reasoning. Then it's children's books, Atomic Habits. So it's kind of life changing stuff, or you can see personal finance. Or if it's fiction, it's usually fiction which is about romance, Indian polity, or this is short fiction. So mostly it's fiction books for exams. So would we never read books unless we are going to crack an exam? Do we not find the time or do we not want to? So people in the article said it's because we are poor. Yes, they blatantly said that. Middle class people do not have the budget to buy books. Well, I do remember I went to the book fair and I did pick up a book, and the rest I already had. I was just scrolling through. People were not stopping a lot to check out the books, and mostly I kind of eavesdrop. I like to do that. So people were trying to gift the books to someone else. Oh, this would be good for my niece. Good for my kid. That's what they were thinking. And most of them were also personal finance and romance and some history, geography books for kids. So, all these lit fests are not essentially turning into the book readers do not translate into book buyers. There's this great quote by John Ruskin. It says, book is not worth reading, it's worth buying. It's from a bookseller. It's written on the bag thing. And some people say it's because of time crunch, because they're preparing for their exams so hard. They do not have any time left for leisure books, you can say. Many people are also going there to look cool, just take selfies, eat, return. But these are all downsides. There is a good side to it too. You might go into a bookstore thinking, okay, there is a lot of people, I'll take a selfie. But on the occasion, you might also get interested in a book you like. Maybe that's what got you into book reading all of a sudden. Who knows? Also, people think they prefer audio books over real books. And I think it's less about financial capability and more about priorities, because even if you earn like 20,000 rupees a month, you don't spend all of it on books. You don't have to. You can just buy a 100 rupee, 500 rupee book. How much does your food cost? How much does your clothing and rent cost? You see the point, right? It's not about time crunch. It's just people do not want to find time to read a book. Here's more what the article. People say it's a luxury. Some people say you need to add something to it. The book is often the background, not the main event. Okay. I don't expect that from a lit fest, because shouldn't literature be the prime event? Entry is free. People have done some activities as kids. They are kind of curious, but People are saying people do not find time apart from short videos, YouTube reels, gaming, whatever little leisure time, you are spending it on books. Hopefully. And also, another, people are not interested in reading books which are not translated into the regional languages. So, suppose Atomic Habits is not in Hindi. Many people, elders, you can say, they'll not read the English one. It's a lot of work for them because that's not what comes originally to them, easy to them. It's English is kind of reserved for the elite class or something, is what the article is saying, not me. Again, people are trying to have democratization of literature. No matter how many people are there, at least that's a culture which is not a screen. That's what Dan Morrison had to say about lit fests in India. At least it's raising some kind of awareness about books. So, yeah, I think you can just visit lit fests, even if you are feeling like, okay, I can take selfies at school, or I can buy some books for people, but the reality is kind of shown on Amazon when you are just buying exam prep. What I try to do is, my exam prep days are behind me, so I am trying to read more fiction. So pick up some short fiction. You can finish it in a week or a weekend. Instead of getting into a screen or doom scrolling, you can pick up a book, something you like. It doesn't have to be something the elite people are choosing. It can be of any language. Also, it doesn't need to be an audiobook, because can you really trust an audiobook? It's not a book. You don't know what actually has been said. It's also cutting down like real pointers, which it's a summary. And half of them are also AI done. So, yeah, that's it. Bye.